Yeah, but we're doing good. We just got a cat, so I'm always bleeding. And I wanted a dog, but then my girlfriend was like, well, then it wouldn't go to the bathroom where we breathe. And that was a good point. So we got a cat. And my girlfriend is horribly allergic to cats. But she always wanted one, so we got a hypoallergenic cat, which if you don't know, they are super expensive. So she doesn't know this, but it's actually just a regular cat that I shave every night. She's like, hey, what are you doing in there? And I'm like, nothing. I work from home and have a cat. It's impossible to get anything done. People are like, working from home is just like working at the office. Really? At what office does your boss stick their hands under the doorway like this? How many coworkers have puked on your desk and left? It's a lot. I don't know if you guys know this, but a cat's purr actually helps lower your blood pressure, which is pretty convenient because everything else they do shoots it into the stratosphere. Which, by the way, not fair humans. We can never do stuff like that, you know? Like, someone can't come up to me like, you scratched my car, and I'm like, and then I just go between their legs. Yeah. But I love my cat. I love her a lot. I spoil her. I bought a lot of cat toys. You guys know cat toys. The little things that are the same size as the space underneath all of your furniture. Every cat toy I bought is now under something. If there's so many things with bells under my stuff, if there's ever an earthquake, you're gonna think Santa's here. It's great. Like, if I want to play with my cat, I gotta find it. I grab a toy, I throw it to my cat. She hits it under something. She looks at me like, "You get it." I'll get it. I'll throw it to her. She does it again. I'm playing fetch. I'm my cat's dog. So, we just got a second cat, and we did. We got a hairless cat. Yeah, that's always the reaction. No one can pretend. No one can pretend to like your hairless cat. Everyone is bad at it. I went to show my best friend a picture of my hairless cat. I know he tried to say aw. All he could get out was, ho! Gee. You should give him your leather jacket. I love my hairless cat. Hairless cats, if you don't know, they're the most social breed of cat there is, and that's because they have to be. When you look like that, you need a strong personality. He's great, though. I love him. He's like having a little version of the old men at the Y. Yeah, I get him a little towel so he always looks like he just got out of the shower. He's like, oh, you're home early. Okay. I thought I had more time. My next door neighbor, he's afraid of cats, regular ones. And then we got this thing. And recently, I came home at the same time as my neighbor. I opened my front door, and my hairless cat sprints down the hallway and down towards my neighbor. And you know those scary movies where the guy can't get his key in the lock? He just looked back. He was like, oh, my God! Why is it inside out? Yeah. I like having cats, though. Dog people, by round of applause. Who's got dogs in here? Oh, look at that. Look at the dog people. Great, cool, nice, good for you, you know. I will say, you have it easier with the vet, and I know you don't think so, but your dog's been outside before. And they've been in a car. Like, by the time a dog ever gets to the vet, they're like, ha, that was really good. I did not see this coming. You got me. You can trick a dog. But my cats, they know immediately. I gotta look at them and go, get in the bag. Please get in the bag. By the way, my girlfriend got the Taylor Swift cat backpack, so yeah, guess who gets to wear that? Every vet appointment, I look like the new member of a K-pop band. I'm just like, hi, you know, like that's... It's stressful going to the vet. Why do they make us go in with our pet? Why am I doing that? I don't have a job in there. All you're doing is hurting my relationship with my cats. Because they just stare at me the entire time you're stabbing them. Like, they're like, are you gonna just sit there? Like, it's not fun. They should, for an additional charge, I should be allowed to stay in the waiting room, and at the end of the visit, I get to rescue my animal. You know? Right? Like a little light comes on, and I just kick the door down. I'm like, put the cats in the bag. That would make the next part easier. When you give me the medicine that I gotta give them, my best friend, you gotta traumatize them twice a day? That's horrible. I'll be sitting with my cat, I'll be watching TV, and then my alarm goes off, and I gotta grab him by the back of the neck and shoot a syringe down his throat. And then I just go back to watching TV. And then he looks at me like, what the hell was that? And then when he feels better, he doesn't know it's because of what I did. He just thinks that's a weird, separate thing that I wanted to do. He's like, hey, I feel better, but what was with you yesterday? We gotta get you a hobby.
You know what? I've been driving like over 50 years, and I've never been in one accident. Not one accident. I was in one accident, but it didn't go on my record. Why? Hit and run. Why would you want to hang around for bad news? That's all I'm saying.
I sold other stuff besides Jif. I sold Duncan Hines cake mixes. Yeah. Nobody's impressed. We had the #1 cake mix, okay? We had the #1 brand of cake mix. Yeah. We had the #3 frosting, and that was embarrassing. And we did some market research, and we found out people were baking Duncan Hines cake mixes and frosting them with Betty Crocker frosting, which it's not funny, sir. That's like saying, hey, I want to marry you, but I'm going to have kids with your brother. The other frosting was Pillsbury. I hate them. Like the Doughboy, like their frosting was called Funfetti. Funfetti. You know, like Funfetti's a fraud. Basically, they had like 70 items, 68 were the same thing. You know, like it was all vanilla frosting with candy in it. Vanilla frosting with candy hearts. Vanilla frosting with candy guitars. Vanilla frosting with candy mermaids. You don't need all of those. Well, my daughter likes a variety. Well, your daughter needs to grow up. Like, when I was a kid, we had variety. On your birthday, cake. On the other days, no cake. I sold Crisco shortening. You know, that was a good product. We had a hard time coming up with like a health message there. The best we could do is, at least we're not lard. You know? But we introduced the greatest thing ever to happen in the shortening and oil category, Crisco sticks. Yeah. It was a big deal. It was a very big deal. Basically, we took shortening and we put it in the form of a stick of butter. We wrapped it in foil. We put tablespoon markings on it so you could cut it instead of getting a measuring cup all greasy. And people were like, Greg, with all that extra packaging, it probably costs way more per ounce. I was like, way more. Let's be honest, though, you're eating shortening, okay? You do not have a lot of time left on this earth. Like, spend your money. Bake a cake and put cigarettes in it instead of candles. It doesn't matter. I sold orange juice. We had the Citrus Hill brand. Most of you guys probably don't remember it. We weren't there long, but everything that you guys enjoy in orange juice today, we came up with. Back in the day, there was a cardboard carton of orange juice, and to pour it, you had to unfold the top, and it got all soggy and gross, you know, and then somebody put a screw-off spout on the side. You're welcome. Are we like? Yeah. So next time you're enjoying a glass of Minute Maid or Tropicana, you know, pour a little out to show respect for the OG. Like, but my passion was peanut butter. You know. It's important to me. You know. What kind of peanut butter you eat, ma'am? Jif, yeah, I could tell. You have beautiful skin. I can see these things. Yeah. What about you, sir? Jif, yeah. Yeah. You're not just saying that, right? You, sir? What do you eat? You don't eat peanut butter? Okay, you can go. We don't need you here, sir. You just don't like it? Yeah. Yeah. About you, sir? Yeah. Yeah. Anybody eat Skippy? You can tell me. You eat Skippy, ma'am? You eat Skippy. Stop. Hey, you don't. You eat Skippy? And you like the taste of it? Ma'am, you have COVID. It affects your taste buds, ma'am. You have the Skippy variant, and you better get that checked out, ma'am. What about you, sir?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. I don't like you, sir. I respect your confidence. You know? Well, at least you eat peanut butter. I've heard a lot of the excuses why people don't eat peanut butter. My son has a peanut allergy. We don't keep it in the house. Well, we did a lot of research at Procter & Gamble, and we found out that your son is a faker. I like almond butter. Do you? I mean, you're a hippie. That's fine, hippie. Go ahead and eat your almond butter or smoke it, whatever you do with it. I don't know how you buy it, because from what I understand, the grocery stores require shoes, hippie. You didn't buy it, did you? You got it from one of your hippie friends at a Fish concert. They pulled it out of their hobo bag. It was in a bottle that used to have patchouli in it. You know, probably traded it to him from some skirt that you made out of lawn clippings, hippie. Fine, hippie's got to eat, you know, but... I've heard this, I prefer Nutella. You're eating a chocolate sandwich, okay? Just put a Hershey bar in between two pieces of bread. You can prefer it, but don't you dare call it lunch, okay? By the way, check your blood sugar. You're about 2 of those sandwiches away from a permanent ride on the Type 2 peanut goo choo-choo. Now listen, you know, I said a lot of stuff here. I said some bad stuff about Peter Pan, you know. I said some bad stuff about Skippy, you know, and I meant it. I hate them, you know. I hate them, but I respect them on some level. They've been in the game for a long time, you know. They've been there. They were there before Jif. I respect them. There's some peanut butters think they can just jump in the game, you know, like Reese's. Remember when Reese's all of a sudden said, we're a peanut butter, you know? I'm sure they were thinking, hey, we're a candy bar with peanut butter as a main ingredient. How hard could it be to be just peanut butter? Real hard, Reese's, okay? You're gonna find out what it's like to stand on your own. You don't have chocolate to hide behind over here. We're not playing trick-or-treat games. We are feeding families in this aisle. Just be a candy. That's what you are. Be a candy. You don't see Ring Pop trying to get in the jewelry business. I love Jif, you know. I love peanut butter. There's only one product that I cared about almost as much, and that's Pringles. Pringles is a great product. We introduced it in 1968. It came out strong, and then the government got involved. They said, hey, you're not made of 100% potatoes. You're made up of corn and soy and wheat and potatoes. You can't call yourself potato chips. You have to call yourself potato crisps. And people are like, yeah, we still like them. You know, and the government was like, you know, they're not made of 100% potatoes. And people are like, yeah, we kind of figured that when they were uniformly stacked on top of each other in the perfect shape of a horse saddle. You know those gummy orange slice candies? Not real oranges. We figured that out. Pringles are great for a couple of reasons. Number one, we protect our product. You ever go on a picnic with a bag of chips? One banana rubs up against it, you got potato dust. At Pringles, we built a cardboard fortress around our chips. Number two, efficient use of space. I'll say it again. Efficient use of space. You ever open a can of Pringles? Wall to wall, floor to ceiling, chip, 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 chip. You ever open a bag of Lay's? Air! You just bought air! That stuff does not belong in the snack aisle. It belongs in the balloon aisle because that's what you bought. A blown up balloon with 4 chips in the bottom of it. You got ripped off. They should put a scissor picture on that bag.
This annoyed me. You ever have someone start talking to you mid-sentence, someone you don't even know? I'm online at the bank, the guy next to me, boy, Thursday was cloudy. Who the hell are you? Don't you hate that? You know someone's gonna talk to you. I don't like that. You can tell when someone's gonna talk to you, too. Right? They walk in the room, they don't have to say a word. You're like, oh, no. This guy's definitely gonna talk to me. I can tell he's gonna come to me any second. He's a chatter. I can tell these chatters. You can tell the chatter people, too. They're very happy people. They're excited to be wherever they are. They usually know everybody's name. Also usually jingle and change, like, oh, yeah, Bobby, Tommy, how's it going there, Frankie? Hey, Robert, how you doing there, man? What's going on? Man, it's good to see you. Had some game the other day, huh? The weather. Oh, crap, he's coming to me. He is coming to me any second. I try to look busy, you know? But I'm online at the bank. I don't know how you look busy online at the bank, you know? He's like, maybe if I look like I have to go to the bathroom, he won't talk to me. You know? All right, it's working, but now I have to go to the bathroom. I have a whole new set of problems now. Oh, I don't enjoy the bank. I hate going to the bank. I'm always in a rush when I go to the bank. I'm never prepared either. I never have one of those checking deposit slips on me. I have to fill it out there. You start filling it out, you see someone else walk in the bank, you have that little anxiety attack. You're like, oh, no, drop the pen, no, drop it, no. Drop the pen, lady! No, I'm not gonna be last in line because I'm having a problem spelling 13, okay? I hate being the only one in the bank, too. That sucks. You still gotta walk through the ropes. How smart do you feel then, right? Hey! Yeah, hi. Go around, okay, all right. I'm gonna make a deposit when I get to the front area. That's what I'll talk to you in a minute. This is, all right, yeah. They should have a guy handing out cups of water. All right, thank you. All right, good. There better be a hunk of cheese at the end of this maze, I'll tell you that much. I didn't realize this either, but there's a line on the floor at the end of the ropes that you're not allowed to cross unless the bank teller nods you over. If you've ever walked right up to them, they freak out, right? Hey, how you doing? Sir, get back! Sir, get back! You can't come up here yet. I am not ready, sir. We're busy. We will nod you over when we are ready to go. It's even worse at the airport. When you go to the airport, there's like 1 million ticket agents lined up for like a quarter mile long. I don't like being the next on line there. There's way too much pressure there. Everybody's pumped up. They're all going on vacation. They're all looking at you. Hey, man, you're next. Yeah, I know I'm next. Shut the hell up. I know. You're all worried. Got my luggage. You're all ready. I know where it's going, right? And the ticket agent people are very impatient, right? Next, I'll take the next person. Sir, you're next. Right over here. Sir, I will take you right over here, sir. Sir, right over here. Okay, I don't freaking see you. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. Everybody's pointing. It's over there. It's go there. I don't even know. Where do I go? What's over the other side? Sorry, I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know where to go. Sir, I'm looking right at you. Okay, that's not helping me. Marco! Then you're so pissed off by the time you get up there, you don't want to go on vacation anymore. Sir, did you pack your own bags? No, I had an Iranian guy named Phil plant a bomb in my... I love the questions at the airport because they make you feel real intelligent. Sir, do you know what's in your luggage? I tied a sock around my eyes and I packed with my feet. I'm thinking hot dogs and gunpowder. That's probably it. I like when the ticket agent tells you their job, too. They give you like a play-by-play of what they're doing. Right? It's like you care, or you don't know what they're talking about. I was like late for a flight and I gave her my ticket. I was like, here, can you take care of this, please? She's like, let me see what I can do. Okay, your ticket is a code fare basis red. Now what I can try to do, I can try to punch it in as a green. Let me see if this works here. Backspace, semicolon, capital P. No, see, it's not accepting it, okay? Because your ticket is a T15011-6 as it stands right now. Now, what we can try to make it is a T6-15-411, but we will receive... Whatever! I gotta get to the Big Apple, sister! Move it along! Susie with the wings and the hair in a bun and I'm a vest. Punch it in and shut off. I hate when you're online with like a lot of luggage. That stinks. And then the line only moves like 4 feet. Right? Yeah. Thanks. No, I gotta go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're good. Okay. Yeah, okay. Whew, it's a lot of luggage for a little amount of space, isn't it? Oh, we're moving again. We're going again. Okay.
I've seen foods here that I have never seen before. Recently I saw this in the grocery store. It was a meatless sausage. And I was like, can this be? It's a meatless sausage. It's sausage, no meat. This is interesting. I want to buy this. So I bought it and I ate it. I ate the whole thing. And it was not bad. It's okay. It's pretty good. But the following day, the following day, I made a shitless turd. And that was even more mysterious. It was a big turd and no shit in it. It was an impossible turd. Beyond. That's true.
Everybody remembers their first job as a kid, man. You know, maybe you sold Girl Scout cookies, maybe you mowed lawns, you babysat, whatever. I was about 12 years old when I got my first job. I was the account manager for my granny's Marlboro Miles. Okay, real ones, no, okay, yeah. So for everybody that was either too young to remember or maybe you just had a great childhood, let me set it up for you guys, okay? Marlboro used to have this program where if you smoked a ton of their cigarettes, they'd send you free shit. That's right, free stuff for doing the thing you loved most, man. The world really was a better place. And they used a point system, okay? It was 5 points per pack of cigarettes. And all you had to do was save up a whole bunch of points, pick what you wanted from the Marlboro catalog, okay? Send in your points, and they would mail you your item in the longest 6 to 8 weeks of your life. Marlboro sunglasses, Marlboro jackets, Marlboro coolers, Marlboro tents, Marlboro dartboards. I mean, they had it all, man, okay? And every item they had the Marlboro logo plastered across it. Because this was really all about marketing, okay? Because before this, the only way to advertise that you smoke Marlboros is if you walked around with an oxygen tank. And every item they had probably cost them $2 to make, you know, if that. And it was made by a 6-year-old Vietnamese kid who was definitely also smoking Marlboro Reds. Man, when they dropped this program, my granny upped it from 2 packs a day to 4. She quit becoming an addict and became an investor. And she had her eyes set on the biggest prize in that catalog, the Marlboro bicycle. Because nothing screams a healthy lifestyle like chain smoking while riding a bike. And y'all, the bicycle was 16,000 points. Now let's do a little math here, okay? That equals 3,200 packs of cigarettes. And let's say in the late 90s, early 2000s, I'm just lowballing here. Let's say a pack of cigarettes was $2. That equals $6,400 in cash. You could buy a Chevy S10 for $6,400 in 1998. That's trailer trash math, okay? And to you or me, that doesn't make sense. But to my granny, that's a free bike. Oh my God, you guys. It was wild. Y'all, our monthly cigarette budget was more than the grocery budget. One month, it was either cigarettes or toilet paper. And guess who had to wipe their with coffee filters? Me. She took it serious, man. She did, y'all. One time my uncle got drunk and tripped over my grandma's little chihuahua, went airborne, okay? Dropped a whole bowl of Wolf brand chili onto the coffee table. Ruined a fat stack of Marlboro miles I just counted out. Y'all, my grandma lost her shit. I swear to God, I saw it in slow motion, you guys. She jumped up, she chokeslammed my uncle through the screen door into the backyard. It was wild, man. She went from 0 to full-blown Undertaker in 0.3 seconds.
Like I said, I'm married. My wife is great. My wife rules. She's patient with me. She's the weirdest person I've ever met. My wife is so bizarre. Like, my wife says things once a day that out loud I'm like, what the f*** are you talking about? I think my favorite example of this was about 5 years ago. My wife and I, we were in a rental car in Wyoming. Jealous? We were in a Buick Enclave in Wyoming. listening to satellite radio. We were listening to a station called Lithium. Okay, a couple nods. Lithium is a station that only plays 90s alt rock. Okay, yeah. So, of course, at some point, a song by the band Bush came on the radio. This guy nods. Yeah. I like seeing Bush fans in crowds because they are kind of smug about it. Like, I can tell just from your demeanor that you're like, just to yourself, you're just thinking like, I bet it was Glycerine. The song he was listening to, I bet it was Glycerine. Yeah, so we're listening to Glycerine. Halfway through the song Glycerine, my wife turns to me and she's ecstatic. She's so excited. And I'm like, what's up? And she goes, Joe, did you know the day I went to my first Bush concert was also the day I tried mayonnaise for the first time? And I was driving, and obviously in my head, I was like, how could I possibly know that, you know? But out loud, I was like, that's incredible. Tell me everything. My wife proceeds to tell me truly the longest story I've ever heard in my life about when she was 12 years old. She and all her friends, they were huge fans of this band Bush, and they bought tickets to this big Bush concert, Big Bush, and when the day arrived, they were so excited, they all jumped into her friend's mom's minivan, and her friend's mom drove them to the arena for this concert, but they got there hours early. Like, the gates weren't even open yet. So her friend's mom parked the van outside the arena, and as they waited, her friend's mom opened up a Tupperware container on the passenger side seat and started handing all the girls in the van sandwiches, pre-made sandwiches, because the mom knew she needed fuel. They needed fuel for this big Bush concert. So my wife takes a sandwich, and we should be clear, at this point in time, she is not my wife, okay? She's just a 12-year-old Bush fanatic in Connecticut. She takes the sandwich, and she bites down on the sandwich, and immediately she realizes that this sandwich in particular is much more moist than any other sandwich she's ever eaten up until that point in her life. But she doesn't want to be rude, so she swallows this weird, wet sandwich. And as she swallows, she has to admit that whatever this wetness is has a sort of pleasant, unctuous taste. She recognizes that. She's finished swallowing. She kind of panics. She looks at her friend's mom and she screams, "What's the wetness? What's the wetness in the sandwich?" And her friend's mom obviously was like, "What the f are you talking about? What's the wetness?" And the friend's mom was like, "That's mayonnaise. Have you never had mayonnaise?" And my wife was like, "No, what? That's mayonnaise? Oh no, am I someone who likes mayonnaise? I think I like mayonnaise." So yeah, that's the short version of her story. So her story ends, and I don't know how to respond, and that's a problem, right? I can tell she's waiting for me to say something in response, but I'm not doing it right. So there's just this tension building in the Buick Enclave we're in. And after like 20 seconds or so, she gets annoyed, and she snaps at me, and she goes, hello, Joe? What was the day you first tried mayonnaise?" Expecting me to have like an equally powerful story. You know that touchstone moment in all our lives where we vividly remember eating mayonnaise for the first time?
You get old, your thoughts get lame. I have the stupidest thoughts. I hate them. I have lame thoughts. The other day I was walking my dog. Rare moment of solitude. Rare moment of solitude. My wife's like, "Somebody's got to walk this dog. It's been days." I was like, "I'll do it. I'll be back in 9 hours. I'm going to walk the out of this dog." Walking through the neighborhood alone. Rare moment. And I had this thought, and I said it out loud to nobody, to myself. Had this thought and said it. I just said, "Okay, see, this is good landscaping." What? And up until that point, I didn't realize I was utterly dissatisfied with all other landscaping. But apparently I was, profoundly so. For in this rare moment of quiet, I revealed to myself this truth. I hate the landscaping in this neighborhood, except for this one house. But I didn't have time to dwell on that. Because the next thing I know, I see my neighbor Steve, and he's dragging the recycling bins down to the curb, dragging the compost bin down to the curb, not realizing Monday was a federal holiday. It's gonna push collection day back one day, and I gotta watch Steve's dumb ass out there the whole next day, being like, where are the bins? Have they come to your house yet? What's going on? Is there some sort of emergency? What the is going on in your life, Steve, that you don't remember that Monday was a federal holiday? Every Saturday, you remember to fly your Michigan State game day flag, but you can't remember Monday was Cesar Chavez. Steve, you're 55. How are you going to suck your alma mater's? Plus, these squirrels are pissing me off. You know what I'm talking about? Squirrels are pissing me off, dude. Going at my bird feeders hard. You should have seen my porch on Halloween. What a damn mess. You know I'm a gourd guy. But that's fair. That's fair game, right? That's outside. That's our shared territory. Well played, squirrels. Check this out. Other day, my family and I, we go out to run some errands, and we left the windows up to air the house out a little bit. Screens down, but windows up. Get some fresh air in there. We come back. In the kitchen window screen, a squirrel had chewed a perfect squirrel-sized hole through the screen, and it was sitting on the carpet in our kitchen, and it had gathered all the apples in the house, and it had taken a bunch of little bites out of all of them. And he sees us, and he's like, oh, and he grabs an apple, and he darts out that hole, I swear to God, without even touching the mesh. Just like Thomas Crown Affair Squirrel Edition, just like, out. That is a transgression. That is a violation. And that is an escalation. So here's what I did. I followed that squirrel right back to its nest. And then I f***ed his wife. How you like them apples? Yeah. I can tell you guys hated squirrels the second you walked in. This is a safe space, everybody.
I recently achieved the dream of every middle-class person. I had a bit of work done on the house. Had a new kitchen put in. I stress, we're not wealthy, but we came into some money on the death of an elderly relative, upon which I had bet heavily. Come on, Uncle Oscar, Daddy needs a kitchen island. So we got this work done, and I don't know if there are any men in the audience who are man enough to admit that when you meet a proper man, you go a bit funny, right? Like if you see, walking down the street, if you see a guy who's like wearing overalls, he's got paint all over them, and you see him and you go, there goes a proper man, and you go a bit limp, you know, oh, he's proper. All it really means, of course, is that he's not that good at painting. And what happens, and I don't want to do this happens despite my best endeavours, I open the door to them and I do a bit of a voice, right? I don't know what it is. These guys turn up, I'm like, all right, let's wait. Like, where is that coming from? What is that? I'm going, all right, cup of tea, cheeky Stella, all right, lovely. I think on some level I'm trying to sort of leverage a friendship with them in order to create the possibility of the discount for cash. Don't know if anyone's ever pulled that off. All right, lads, cup of tea, discount for cash. What that is, I'll give you the cash, you knock the VAT off, everybody's laughing, apart from obviously the schools and the hospitals. Anyway, and they must know. They must know, right? When I turn up like this, they must go around the corner and go, he's rather patronising, isn't he? Yes, he is. He is condescending to us, talking down to us, isn't he? Yes, he's trying rather hard. That's what she said, careful. And we tried to do the whole job in a week, right? They wanted to get it done in a week. So at one point, they were all in the living room. Now, our living room is underneath our kitchen with this little squeezy house on a hill. And all 5 of them were downstairs in the living room having a chat, right? So there was a chippy, a sparky. You've got another lingo. There was whatever the a plumber is. Cheeky dolphin. I don't know. Splash Harry. And a bender? That's unlikely, I think. And a gaffer and a spaffer, which is my word for a plasterer. I've made that up myself, you're welcome. Spaff, spaff, spaff. It's harder than it looks. So all 5 of them were in there, and I went in to offer them a coffee, right? And I panicked, because I didn't know how to address them together. And I walked in, and I went, all right, men. I don't know why I said that. I think I was going to go for lads, and then I bailed out halfway through the sentence. I turned up, men, as if I'm the brigadier at the back of the battlefield on a white horse. And I'm expecting you, obviously, to die tomorrow in your hundreds of thousands. But for now, can I have your coffee? So they all said yes. So 2 minutes later, I'm standing upstairs in the kitchen, at the worktop, in front of a coffee pod machine I already feel bloody guilty about. And I've got 5 pods on the worktop in front of me, thinking, am I really going to chuck 5 pods at these bastards, right? What if they want another coffee later on? They're here all week. This is going to bankrupt me, right? I'm going to have to kill another relative. They're not the usual pods, is my point. They're from a special collection called simply Regime. And so I've got the 5, I scoot them up, I've got 5 pods in one hand, I've got a jar of dirty instant coffee in the other hand, and I'm looking from one to the other, trying to make my mind up. When I look up, and one of the builders is standing on a ladder looking in through the kitchen window. There is no other thought I could possibly have been contemplating. I ended up having to do a sort of extended improvised act out to my wife, who was not in the building, saying to her out loud, "Oh, all right, darling, what have you done there? What are you doing getting this instant muck? Nothing but the best for my boys." Sorry.
Sorry, I gotta work on saying things to people out loud. Yeah, I got a problem. I just say what I see. I think I'm autistic, but just like the bad parts of it. You know? Like I can't compute numbers or remember dates, but I'll make you feel weird. Right? Like you drop a bunch of toothpicks, I can't count them, but I'll give you a hug. I'm working on it, trying to get better. Flew here from New York. Man, I hate flying. You know, they let you pick your seat on a plane. I think I'd rather pick the person I'm sitting next to. I don't really give a where I am on the plane. It's like a 5-hour relationship. Make it more like a dating app. Obese Nazi with a service dog? Swipe left. Tiny Asian lady with a surgical mask? That's my gal. Yes, she is not a talker, right? But just like a dating app, she shows up with a baby. I'm like, I got catfished. Hate the small talk. 2 things I can't do, small talk and eye contact. How sad is that, you know? I basically have all the traits of a serial killer, just without the ambition. I'm working on it. People always say, Mark, gotta be more confident. They say, Mark, gotta be yourself. I'm like, well, you gotta pick one. I can't do both of those. Like, a lot of people are scared of skydiving. I'm more scared of the banter on the plane than I am jumping out of it, you know? You sit in the plane, it's all windy, you're strapped in. Some guy's like, so, Mark, where are you from? Just like... It's like, we're supposed to go together. I got it. At least with skydiving, you get an instructor. What about stuff I'm bad at, stuff I'm nervous about, like a dinner party? You know how many dinner parties I've screwed up? Set me up with a pro, right? I just show up, some guy's like, all right, I'll take care of him. I'm like, beautiful. He's giving me tips. Don't say the N-word. Got it. All right. She's not pregnant. Don't ask. Thank God you're here. Right? Some guy at the party's like, so who's your favorite comic? I'm like, Bill Cosby. He's like, pull the chute. I'm working on it. I had a chatty Uber driver last week. That's the worst, huh? This guy wouldn't shut up. I forgot that the no small talk option on the app, so I had to get creative. I had to scare the guy into being quiet. He's like, how about this traffic, huh? What do you think's causing this? I'm like, probably the Jews. He's like... I'm like, all right, I give this ride 5 stars of David.
It's also nice to be traveling more, but I realize I do not know how to travel like a normal person. I was going through TSA, and the TSA lady was checking the waistband of my jeans, and she had her hands in the waistband of my jeans, and I thought that that was a good time to tell her that I liked the way her perfume smelled. Not a good time. One thing that happened, there was a teenage girl in line ahead of me at security, and they stopped her to search her backpack because something went off in the machine. And so the TSA guy, he searched around it, and he pulled out the thing that went off, and it was a magic 8-ball. This is totally true. And he told her, he was like, well, technically this is a blunt object, and it could be used as a weapon, so I'm not sure if you can bring it in your carry-on, and I need to go get my supervisor. So they brought over like 2 or 3 more TSA agents. They were all looking at this magic 8-ball, trying to decide what to do. And I was in line behind her, losing my mind, because I was like, just ask the magic 8-ball. You guys are fun. I've been around a lot of comedy audiences, not just for stand-up. I was a waitress in a comedy club for a really long time. And you guys might think, just based on the media and what you've seen about the world we live in, you might think that the worst hecklers are middle-aged straight men. But I can tell you for a fact that is not true. The worst hecklers by far are female teachers on a night out. They all order Chardonnay and they get mouthy. That's what they do. And every now and again, I'll be saying this, and there'll be a woman in the back, and she'll yell out, she'll be like, I'm a teacher, and I'm drinking whiskey. I'm like, well, then you are a middle school teacher. That's how we know what you're drinking. Are you guys drinking? Are people drinking? Yeah? Do you guys know that drink White Claw? You familiar? White Claw, yeah, it's named after the kinds of hands that hold it. Do you guys... What pisses me off about White Claw is it's trendy now for alcohol to be healthy. Like it's not bad for you, it's a seltzer. There are all these hard seltzers, and they've got vodka with electrolytes in it now. And everyone's on board, and no one was on board when I was in college and I offered them my homemade sangria, which was just red wine mixed with emergency. And I could get on Shark Tank with that now. I would like to be on Shark Tank. It'd be nice to make a little extra money. I'm a very broke person. Very broke. I go to Coinstar a lot. Are you guys familiar? Yeah. Do you guys think that this would be a good slogan for Coinstar? Coinstar, be poor loudly. Thank you for applauding Coinstar. It's the only applause Coinstar's ever received, so.
Our dog is a very special dog. He is actually an emotional support dog. He is a dog, and he requires a lot of emotional support. I want to get an emotional support animal vest for me, so people will know what I do for him, because I should get on airplanes for free. I gave him a Jewish name. His name is Mendel. And then, he became Jewish. He has a lot of food allergies. He's really loud. And his favorite thing to do is to steal the remote to our TV. So I'm so afraid an anti-Semite will find out about this and be like, he's trying to control the media. My dog is actually a rescue. Is a lie I tell people when he behaves badly in public. Because those are just words. Those are words you can just say to people. And it just makes shame evaporate. Right? You're like, oh wow. They start treating you like a good person all of a sudden. But I don't think there's actually that many rescue dogs out there. I think there's a lot of people trying to cover up. They didn't train properly. People used to ask a lot about my dog being a rescue when he was younger. I mean, he's a very good-looking dog. He's a mini Bernedoodle. So he looks like an alive Muppet. So you know why I chose him. And when he was younger, he was even cuter, and people would stop me on the street when I walked him. They'd be like, oh my God, your dog's so cute. Is he a rescue? Then I'd be like, this designer poodle? I don't think you know how the world works. Let me ask you this. Have you ever found a Dyson at the thrift store? Because the only way you rescue a dog this fluffy is foreclosure. I don't know if anyone here is considering getting a dog. If you are, you can ask yourself these questions. Do you have many open wounds that go unlicked? Do you find putting on or taking off socks to be too uneventful? Have you ever heard your doorbell and thought, yeah, that could be more annoying? Then I recommend dogs. These slippers are too easy to find. Some dogs can be really difficult, though. You don't know what you're going to get. Like, I have a friend whose dog is so difficult, he tells me his age backwards. I'll ask him, like, how old's your dog now? And then he's like, I think I have 7 years left. 6 if I cancel insurance, maybe. We got our dog as a puppy, which is a baby dog. I don't know if you know that. What happens when you get a puppy is you're really excited, everyone's excited for you, and then 2 weeks later, you have a nervous breakdown. Because every day your puppy gets stronger, and you get weaker until it breaks you. Because you think you're getting a little baby dog, and that's not what it is. Sure, it has a baby dog body, shark teeth, Hannibal Lecter mind. They destroy so much stuff. There's so much property destruction. And you have 2 choices for how to deal with that. Either you can get angry and stressed out constantly, or you can embrace a Buddhist philosophy. I realized this because I came home, and for the second time in a row, my puppy had chewed through a brand new pair of Birkenstock sandals. And I was like, either he has now cost me $400 plus tax, or he's teaching me an important lesson about the pointlessness of material value. Namaste. I now understand that, like the sandals, I too am temporary.
You guys have those like obnoxiously named overpriced doggy daycare places around here? Those dumb names. Do you guys have any? Yell them out. What's the names of the places? Dogtopia. I was in Boulder, Colorado. They had one called Bonjour. And it's like... I bring my dog to a place, $50 to bring her to hang out for the day. And then they text me like to guilt me into buying add-ons for her. They send me a picture of her, she's all sad. The other dogs are in the back like f***ing and drinking and smoking cigarettes. My dog... Dog's doing a keg stand. They text me, for $15, you could get your dog a compassionate CBD paw rub. I'm like, can you just make sure she doesn't eat? That's like really all we want. She doesn't need 12 minutes in the heated pool with a snuffle pad. Just please keep her out of traffic. That's all we want.
Anyway, what I'm saying is we have to stop thinking like robots. I've thought of a way of saving Earth from robot thinking. I used to have friends, I've still got them actually, friends, good friends, and I didn't agree with them at all. I don't even like them. They'll get guys that come around. My wife still says to me, why is this guy coming around for dinner? You hate this guy. I'm like, I know, but he's my friend. That's how it works. But now it's like, you have to think like a robot. Agree with me or you're wrong. You think the way I think or you're cancelled. So we have to stop thinking like robots, and we all have to think more like my Auntie Betty, who lives right here in this city. All right, she doesn't. I believe she does. No, my Auntie Betty is a very emotionally well person. She's a very emotionally developed, a very emotionally intelligent human being. If she disagrees with something you say, if she thinks you're talking shit, she doesn't try and cancel you. Here's how you know you're talking shit around my Auntie Betty. You say whatever crap you say, and then if she thinks you're talking crap, she'll do this. She'll say, oh, is that right? Well, show us what I know. Then you know you're talking shit. Now, I'm very fond of my Auntie Betty. I'm very close with her still. She's not that much older than me. She's about 16 years older than me. And when I was born, my mum was very sick. She's my mum's youngest sister, so she looked after me when I was a baby. She looked after me when I was very young. It was the 1960s, and she was the first person, actually, that put the idea of a place called America in my head, because she loved American rock and roll, loved it. Her favorite was Little Richard. And I know, she used to sing Tutti Frutti to me as a lullaby. And I was like, Tutti Frutti, oh la Rutti, Go to sleep, you little bastard. Years later, when Little Richard was on my late night show, I was surprised he didn't have a Scottish accent. And he was surprised when I fell asleep during Tutti Frutti. That's stupid. That's stupid. You can't fall asleep during Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti, I'm awake. Anyway, about 18 months ago, I was talking to my Auntie Betty. I was in Scotland. I was talking to my Auntie Betty, and some offers were coming in to go on the road and start doing stand-up again around these great United States. She said, are you going out? You going out to do a stand-up tour? I said, you know what? I don't think I will, Auntie Betty. She was like, why, Craig? Why? It's always been your dream to appear in this city. She said, you love doing stand-up. Why wouldn't you go out? I said, to be honest, Auntie Betty, it's the young people. It's the young people. I feel like they're waiting on the balls of their feet, waiting for you to say something wrong, anything wrong, and then they're boom, and you're cancelled. That's it. It's over. You're done. And not only are you done now, anything you ever did is done. You're over. You never existed. They're terrible. And she said, oh, no, I don't see it that way at all with the young people. I said, what? She said, no, Craig, the young people today, I see it more like, do you remember that old David Bowie song in the 1970s when he sang, changes? And I was like, no, Auntie Betty, no, not changes. They're fascists, that's what they are. They're just after, they're little kind of, they're pitchforks and they're terrifying, they're nasty little Nazis. And then it went quiet and then she said it. Oh, is that right? Shows what I know. That's when I knew I was talking shit. So I had to rethink my whole worldview about the young people. I had to alter my entire Weltanschauung. You're welcome, one German academic. Finally, a joke for me. Oh, is that score? I was hoping to maybe would be at least one German joke, and here we are. All right, stupid, stop it. German people don't walk like that. At the moment. Although I get a sense some people are stretching and getting ready, though. The word Weltanschauung it's a German word. It means worldview. And I had to change my entire worldview about the young people. So I did. And here's what I think about the young people now. Here's the truth of it. You're right. It's your turn. It's not my turn. You're the youth. I'm old. I had my shot at it. If you guys want to take over and change the way the world works, how society works, how gender works, how music works, how politics works, how everything works, if you want to change it all, do it. You're right. It's your turn. I love you. I love you, my Gen Z and millennial brothers and sisters, and I support you. However, if I accidentally cross over a line that you guys drew 20 minutes ago, and it will be accidental, because I'm listening. I wouldn't be just kind of, oh, sorry, didn't hear you. Ah. If I accidentally cross over that line, or more likely I crossed over that line 20 years ago before you were born, then at that point, I also have to say, with all the love in the world, go f*** yourself. There. That, to me, seems fair. Also communicating here, so many misunderstandings in the beginning. Like, it's so hard. Like, I had just moved here. I was in a hurry to get to the airport. And I asked this guy, how far is the airport? And before he answered me, he said, well, I'm not gonna lie. And I said, that's nice. I was hoping for that. I'm so glad you are not gonna lie. Why would you lie? Why are you even considering lying? If you would lie, I would miss my flight. Like, I thought that is the strangest thing to say to somebody before answering their question. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But I just moved here, so I figured that, okay, maybe that's something you're supposed to do. Whenever someone asks you something, before you answer them, you should first let them know whether or not you're gonna lie. Well, okay. So then later on, someone asked me that, hey, how do I look? And I said, I am gonna lie. I'm gonna lie big time. You look all right. Oh, this is also I just moved here. Someone told me this. We have this thing. We say that why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? And when I heard that, I was a bit concerned. But luckily, it turned out that also in here you can just buy milk. Like I was worried. Like, I like milk, but only 2 ways to get it is to get it for free or own a cow. Like, super inconvenient. I have no place for a cow. Can you lease a cow? But that, of course, that was not about milk, which is good. Turns out that expression is a metaphor. It's a metaphor. It's about relationship stuff. It's about settling down instead of, not doing that. So that's very nice. That's nice. So the metaphor here for falling in love, starting a family, settling down is buying a cow. How beautiful. I want to put that in a wedding invitation. Like, save the date, I'm buying a cow. And then at the wedding, the priest will ask, do you want to buy this cow? I do, yeah. That's not the most beautiful metaphor.
Here's a sport I can't watch. Baseball makes me want to die. Nothing happens, and it happens slowly. And the players don't care. They finally put a clock on it, but they need more clocks on it. It's the only sport where the players don't charge onto the fields. They just take their time. Everything is taking their time. They just kind of meander out. Shoelaces untied. They got a big gulp, smoking a cigarette. And you're like, all right, I guess we're going to start. And they're like, nah, we're going to play catch for about 5 minutes. While you guys wait. We're going to throw some grounders, play a little catch. Matter of fact, we're going to do it every time we switch sides. Catch starts again. So you watch that, and then you're like, all right, I guess now we're finally going to start. No. Now we're going to watch a guy in a magic white circle practice swinging a bat. He's been swinging it since he was this big, but he's like, how's this go again? Like, huh? Like that? Is true? And then finally he steps up to the plate, and you're like, all right, now we're going to go. And after 10 seconds, he's like, time out. I just need a couple more. I haven't quite... This... And then he finally digs in, and now we're going to go. No, we're not. Now the pitcher and the catcher, they got a little game they like to play. Where the pitcher looks at the catcher and he goes, guess which pitch I'm going to throw? No, that's not it. Guess again. No, warmer. No, f all these people. Who gives a shit? Keep guessing. Finally, he gets it right. The guy throws the pitch. Batter doesn't swing. Whole thing starts all over again. Bullshit. Get rid of the catcher, get a bucket of balls, and just start whipping balls at the guy. Not next to him. What is that? Throw it at him. If you can hit him, he's out. That's the rule. Now he's gonna swing at every pitch just to defend himself. And no more resting on each base. Oh, I'm safe on the bag. No, what are you, 7? Keep running. You keep running until you're tackled by a guy from the other team who's carrying the ball. And a bat. Every player should keep a bat in their hand throughout the game. I want to see 18 guys jacked up on steroids, frothing at the mouth, swinging bats at each other. That I would watch every night.
I'm falling apart, and I know what it's from. It's from Little Debbie Zebra Rolls. I've ruined my body by eating a mass-produced snack cake. That's the decision I've made. But they're amazing. They're so good, and some of you might be thinking, I love Little Debbie Zebra cakes. Not what I said. You can shove the cakes up your ass. Figuratively, of course, because they're hexagons. Can't shove a hexagon up your ass, and if you can, you're doing Kegels wrong. In my opinion, Little Debbie Zebra cakes, it's not enough cake and it's way too much frosting. And the frosting is plasticky, so it gums up on the roof of your mouth, and you have to try to scrape it off with the back of your tongue. That makes you look like an idiot, because that's how they made animals talk in the movies. Where's your mom? We'll find her. But what Little Debbie has done is she's taken this cake, which is a great idea in theory, and she's turned it into a roll. She's streamlined it to the perfect ratio of both cake and frosting. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if Little Debbie's a real person or not, but if she is, she's a It's a tough word to say when you're at half capacity already. Right? Because I know I'm going to lose people when I say that word. And by people, I mean white ladies, and that's fine. And also men sitting next to white ladies that now have a don't you dare laugh pinch mark on their inner thigh, right? It's like, I'm sorry. I know you told me before we left. Have you ever had Little Debbie Zebra Rolls? You haven't? Well, welcome to tomorrow. You're diabetic? Yeah, me too. My foot hurts. I would rather hop on one foot for the rest of my life than give up Little Debbie Zebra Rolls. They're even perfect for the pandemic because you don't have to really grab them that much. You have to get it to your mouth, and as soon as you do, you can just flat palm that and shove it in like a wood chipper. You don't even have to chew it if you don't want. It's the same shape as your throat. You can just shove it in. And if one gets stuck, unwrap another one, knock it loose. It's like you're putting batteries in a flashlight. It's incredible.
I've been flying a lot, and I find the further you sit from first class, the worse you've done in your life. People in first class are doing wealthy people activities, reading the Wall Street Journal, watching golf on their iPads. By the time you get to basic economy where I sit, there's needles rolling around on the ground. People are shooting dice. It's a bad area back there. Near the bathrooms, you don't want to be there after dark. I hate the pilot on every flight now. I hate him. He always says the same thing. Buckle up, everybody. We're going to be encountering some rough air. Are we? Are we going to be encountering rough air, or are you going to be flying directly into it? Take some responsibility, dude. You know about the rough air because you're making this announcement. What do you say we jack this puppy up to 40,000 feet and fly, I don't know, above the rough air? Just a suggestion from basic economy. Guys, these aren't just airplane jokes. I take them personal. As a man who used to pretend to be a pilot on dating sites, I take these jokes very, very personal. If I was the pilot, I'd play it different. I'd let the turbulence happen, and then I come on, I go, I'm sorry about that, everybody. Someone did not set their phone to airplane mode. We almost died. We almost died. Because one of you is a toxic narcissist. If I was the pilot, I'd let the turbulence happen, and then I'd come on. I go, I'm sorry about that, everybody. Full transparency, I fell asleep for 10 minutes. Kicked it over to the co-pilot, but he's got really bad ADHD. We've been following a bird for the past half hour. This guy doesn't get it. He shouldn't be up here. I was in the airport. They made 2 announcements. The first announcement was this. You're entitled to 2 bags on your flight, a personal item and a carry-on. If you have 3 or more bags, you need to start consolidating them right now or we will not let you on the plane. That was the first announcement. The second announcement was this. Be aware of human trafficking. I was like, oh my God, that was a huge jump in responsibility between announcements. I was just wrapping my head around consolidating my bags from 3 to 2, and then boom, I'm responsible for human trafficking. Am I responsible for human trafficking? I'm a stand-up comedian. I thought that was the job of the FBI. But I guess if you make it through TSA now, you're responsible for human trafficking. So let me get this straight. You don't trust me with more than 8 ounces of liquids. But you're trusting me to stop human trafficking. I have to leave a full shampoo in every town that I go to. But you want me to stop human trafficking. But what is human trafficking, I ask myself. The answer is I don't know. But using my elementary school context clues, I would say it's smuggling a person. And I don't know how you would do that if you have to consolidate 3 bags into 2 bags, and there's a live human being in one of those bags. It seems like it would work itself out mathematically. So I go on YouTube. YouTube is a valuable resource if you don't know something. And I punch in human trafficking, and a video comes up of a man and a woman talking to each other in harsh tones. So I was on the lookout. And I saw it right in front of me at the airport, a man and a woman talking to each other in harsh tones, just like on the video. And I thought to myself, this is either human trafficking or every relationship I've ever seen at the airport. So I confront, I'm a little bit of a hero, I'm vaccinated. I go, excuse me, is this human trafficking? And the guy goes, are you a cop? And I go, I'll ask the questions, pal, okay? Because that's something a cop would say. I'm not a cop, but I'm an actor. And I played a lot of cops. That's something a cop would say. He goes, it's not human trafficking. We're reading a script. I produce all the Law and Order SVUs in New York. I go, well, that's crazy, because I'm an available actor. He said, you have a great look for the show. I said, thank you. He said, why don't you take my card? We're looking at people next week. Come to this location on Wednesday, and we'll audition you. And that's the story of how I was human trafficked. They will offer you fake acting work just to human traffic you. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, Mike, what's the difference between human trafficking and sex trafficking? That's easy. Sex trafficking is if you're hot. So if they were like, Mike, we're gonna human traffic you, I'd be like, are you sure it's not sex trafficking for me? What if I lost 10 pounds? Would it be sex trafficking? For those of you not laughing, I'm just trying to raise some awareness. I'm raising awareness. Don't hate me for raising awareness.
Saddest song in the world is Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. But not Margaritaville as it was written. You got to think about what Margaritaville is now.
Because now Margaritaville isn't a fictional location where some made up, relaxed dude like, I guess I screwed things up, whatever, que sera. Ooh, thatched roofed huts, white sand beach, I'll get over it. No. Margaritaville now that you know it's a real brick and mortar restaurant that sits in the parking lots of shopping malls throughout the country. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, but that's the setting, that's the darkest shit you've ever heard in your life. Not some fictional island that's in the Caribbean. How do we get to it? Stolen jet boat? Maybe one of them airplanes that has hot dog buns instead of wheels, so it can cruise right up onto the beach. No, Margaritaville number 218, St. Paul, Minnesota, let's say early February. It's the tail end of a lunch rush. It's a community college dropout behind the bar just wiping off laminate menus. And there's a man sitting at the bar by himself, openly weeping into a basket of coconut shrimp. Some people say that's a woman to blame. But I know. This is my own damn fault. Hey, Terry, you want to get your together? There's families in here right now, bud. I get that you're a bit broken up, but we can't be like this. My assistant manager's here, and you're looking real overserved right now, all right? I can box this up, and you could eat it in your van, but I can't have this. That's a Pee-wee soccer team in the back room, all right? Let's get it together, okay? Can I get you anything else? I'm just looking for my lost shaker of salt. There's one on every table. What the f*** does that even mean, man? Why are you wearing up flip-flops? It's freezing outside. So Payless shoes across the parking lot. I'll give you the money for boots. That joke will be even better when I learn more lyrics to Margaritaville.
So I travel, I'm alone a lot. I go to different cities and I just kill time. I just walk. And so I'm walking down the street. I was just in Atlanta last week, walking down the street, lonely. And all of a sudden I look up in a store window and there's a woman and she looks into my eyes and she just starts waving. And I'm looking at her like, and I start waving back. And I'm walking towards her and she's waving and I'm waving and I get closer and I see that she has a rag in her hand and she's cleaning the window. And I was so depressed. I just went and I bought some ice cream and I wiped it all over that window.
Good year for doctors to be on TV. Sanjay Gupta, oh my God, they put that guy to work. Especially early on in the pandemic, he'd be on CNN like, hi everyone, I'm Sanjay Gupta, I'm a neurosurgeon. And today I'm gonna teach you how to sanitize a Nutri-Grain bar. I repeat, I'm a neurosurgeon. I do brain surgery. I could be doing brain surgery right now. In fact, someone isn't getting brain surgery because I'm standing here with a tub of Clorox wipes About to teach you how to do something you don't actually need to do. But more on that in 8 months. Had to learn how to cook during the pandemic, went on TikTok for recipes. Every recipe on TikTok is speed oriented. Like, do you want to make a 25-second breakfast? Start the clock. I started to embrace the idea of cooking, but then there's always that ingredient deal breaker. I'd be watching the chef on the screen, and I'm like, oh, come on, man. You think I have rice vinegar? You know I don't have rice vinegar. Look at me, you know I don't have it. 3 people in the world have rice vinegar. You and your 2 roommates. Realized how lazy I was about cooking. I'd read the directions on a microwave burrito. I'd be like, heat on high for 1 minute, then flip over. I didn't go to Le Cordon Bleu Culinary Academy. I'm gonna see if I can slam this out in 1 step. No basting. Glad we're eating out again. I've had some great exchanges with waiters and waitresses over the years. There's an actual exchange I had with a waiter at an Italian restaurant in New York City not too long ago. Hi, is it possible to get a decaf espresso? You're the worst. Okay. I don't mean to be all lawyerly, but that was a yes or no question. But if you want to go with you're the worst, that works fine. Anyway, give me a decaf espresso with a big spoon of ketchup in it. Now I'm really bad. I was in a diner in Oklahoma. I ordered a salad, and she goes, what kind of dressing? I said, Italian. She leaned in and whispered something to me, but I didn't understand her. I go, what's that? She goes like, it's not good. What's not good? The Italian dressing. It's not good. It's not good. What's not good about it? It's not that tangy. Maybe you and I have different standards for tangy. Which dressing should I get? I'd go with Thousand Island. I don't like Thousand Island. I'll have the Italian. Are you sure it's not good? What part of it's not good, don't you understand? We'll end that one right there.
My wife, Lindsay, she's a good stepmom. She's great with the kids. She gets along with my ex-wife, which is nice. I get along with my ex-wife too, for the most part. We try and run parenting decisions by the other person. She's only done something once that really, really made me mad because she never ran it by me, and I thought it was kind of an important decision. Just without consulting me, she just went out and got my kids a giant stepdad. And I didn't care for it. Had I been consulted, I would have preferred a tiny stepdad. It did irritate me for whatever reason. I hoped and I assumed I would be the bigger dude. And I just wanted that to be reality. And then this guy's like 6'5", probably 250, 260. First time I saw him, I just had a sick feeling in my stomach. Just like, no! No! Why can't he be like 5'1", $110 or something? Some little step guy I could toss around to amuse the kids. That's a fun stepdad, the one who lets you toss him around. Hey kids, you want to see how high I can throw your stepdad today? It's funny, right? Get over here! Shouldn't matter. He's a good stepdad. He's nice to the kid. That's all that really matters. I don't think about him being bigger, a lot consciously, but he's definitely snuck into my subconscious. Because I'll be having weird daydreams. He'll make a cameo. You know, I don't even know why I'm really thinking about it. So I was thinking about some little kid, you know, playground argument. Like, yeah? Well, my dad could beat up your dad. Maybe. I don't know. He might not, you know, if I really think about it. My stepdad could crush your dad for sure. My stepdad would destroy your dad. My dad, he'd probably have something funny to say about it. I don't know. That's just... He'd throw in a witty comment from a safe distance. Make up excuses later why he couldn't join in, you know? I think it's every dad wants to be the alpha in the family. You know, like as a guy, you want to be able to protect the kids. Like if God forbid my kid's stepdad ever, you know, did something like smacked him around, I would like to be able to smack him around without even thinking about it. You know, just go knock him around, see how he likes it. I want to be that kind of dad. I don't want to be the kind of dad who's like, what? Your stepdad hit you guys? Seriously, both of you? Man, that's rough. Bet that hurt. He's a big guy. He probably hits pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, you're in a tough spot. You're gonna want to think about what you did to upset him and probably try and just do less of that. Good luck. For years, I tried to get these greeting cards on store shelves. You know, it just never worked. I don't know why. I thought they were fun. I feel like there's kind of, you know, meaner cards out there now, which is more my sense of humor, but maybe they just weren't ready for them. I had fun stuff like, Happy New Year's, buddy. I made a resolution to hang out with smarter, more attractive friends. You take care of yourself. I want to thank you for making me believe again in the possibility of Sasquatch. There's no way that thing's entirely human. Congratulations on your new baby. As each day passes, you grow older and weaker. I've been working out. Revenge is near. Happy Father's Day.
Got an Uber today, got in the car. First thing the guy says to me is like, do you mind if I talk to a friend? And I'm a normal guy, right? So I said, of course. And thank you for considering me a friend. We had the best conversation. It was so good. He was speaking Urdu and I responded in English. It was a beautiful cultural exchange. He kept doing this. I'm like, that must be a cultural gesture. So I did this. Thank you. But no, I'm good. I've been doing well. I've been cooking a lot. So good. I learned to cook online, right? But I think it's so special that recipes that used to be passed down from generation to generation. I think that's so special. So I got to tell my kids that my grandfather passed me down Jamie Oliver's superfood pasta. Tell them that Jamie Oliver's a province in China. We're from the Jamie people. I've been cooking, I've been eating at other people's houses, diversify the portfolio, you know. I was at a friend's house eating dinner and he cooked this lamb shoulder and it took him 2 days to cook this lamb shoulder and he was bragging about it. I didn't even know that was something you could brag about, like the amount of time it took you to prepare the meal. But I found it to be quite a good excuse to serve my guests leftovers. Oh, this is a 24-hour stir fry. This pizza's been dry aged for 7 days. Good stuff. I love food. I am a foodie. Guilty. Love food. I love coffee as well. Big coffee head. A couple of fans of coffee. Nice. I love coffee, but I reckon coffee culture's gone nuts. You know what I mean? Like, it's gone too far. Because there's coffee places everywhere. Like, I saw a coffee place in a rock climbing gym. I'm like, surely that's too far. Yeah. There's a coffee place at my local library. I saw a woman order a triple shot latte. I'm like, what book are you trying to read? Must be pretty tough. And, I was getting a coffee from my mechanics, and mechanics are like the last profession that there's no regular retail price, right? There's no sign behind them telling you how much it's going to cost. You can't just Google how much a service is. Right? It's just numbers swirling around in their minds. Only they know on any given day how much they're going to fleece you. I don't know if you can tell this just by looking at me, but I'm not a pushover. That's not a funny bit. Got a great deal out of this guy. 2 tyres, $7,000. So. He did upsell me though. I reckon he upsold me. I don't think I needed the second tyre. I just went in for a latte. This mechanic, he kept saying the word roughly, right? He's like, it's roughly quite a big job. It's roughly going to take 1 to 2 days. Like, he kept saying the word roughly, and he got so in the habit of saying it that he started saying it when he was asking for my details. He was like, roughly, what's your phone number? I'm like, if you want a ballpark, it's about $500 million. Coffee's too strong. This stuff, it's too strong. I mean, I remember back in the day, coffee used to be nice. You could drink coffee in the morning and go to sleep the same night. Like, you could even drink it at night time. Like, you could whip up a Blend 43, watch a couple of episodes, and then sink into the night, you know? Nowadays, I have a sip of coffee and I get anxiety and diarrhea. I see my barista and my guts flinch. Having a panic attack in the coffee store, I don't know. There's no drink that's as relaxing as coffee gets you G'd up. Someone's trying to tell me that it was chamomile tea, but chamomile tea sucks. Chamomile tea tastes like if water got wet. I don't know, maybe I'm being harsh. I like the scent of it. I've been using this new chamomile shampoo. Relaxing chamomile flavour. It's good stuff. I was using it for the first time. It's going so well. But then a bit of it got into my eye. And it stung a lot. But I was calm throughout the whole thing. I was like... I don't know, I don't understand it, because people ask me to meet for a coffee. They're like, let's go meet for a coffee. I don't understand that, because what I'm hearing is, let's go do a poo-poo. You know what I mean? It's a 1-hour meeting. We've only got a half an hour of face-to-face time. We're both paying in the toilets for 15 minutes each. All right, I don't know about that one. There was a big foodie during lockdown. Gained quite a bit of weight. At the end of lockdown, I had to go to the doctors for something else, hemorrhoids. And but at the end of the meeting, he gave me quite a stern warning. He's like, "I'm sorry, but you have to lose 5 kilos if you want to look hot." He said that, and I was trying to figure out how to lose the weight. I was like going on YouTube, and there's all these different ideas about weight loss, and I couldn't figure out what the correct one was, because everyone's arguing with everyone. And I found this one guy. He's called Carnivore MD, and his whole thing is a meat-only diet. But he reckons it's true because he's lived as a raw vegan for 8 years before that. So in his lifetime, he's had a balanced diet. But it's I don't know who to trust. I had to get a personal trainer, and this personal trainer was like, you gotta put down your body goals. You gotta dream big. He's like, think big. What are your body goals? And I was like, I would love to gain 2 foot. My dream to be 5'5". I'm good. I'm doing well. It's New Year, new me. It's Chinese New Year. You don't hear about a lot of Chinese New Year resolutions. Hey? I'm gonna set off more firecrackers this year. As Chinese New Year just passed, Year of the Tiger. I like the zodiacs in the Chinese New Year. You know how they have all those different zodiacs? Anyone celebrate Chinese New Year? Oh, you do? Are you Chinese or other? Other. Welcome. I'm mucking about. I like the zodiacs, but I think some of them, they sound quite offensive in the Western context. Like, I remember when my dad was introducing, like, our family to other people, and he'd tell other people our zodiacs. It sounds so rude. He'd be like, my wife's a pig. My daughter's a dog. And my son's a rat, you know? Anyway, they're all born in the year of the horse, so... It was meant to be a good year, the year of the tiger. It was meant to be a hot one. It was not off to a good start for me. Off to a terrible start, actually. First day of the year of the tiger, I walked back into my house and I caught my housemate washing her dog with my shampoo. I couldn't believe it. It was this relaxing chamomile stuff. It was good stuff. It was expensive. Like, it's the best one at the 7-Eleven. And on the side of the label it was like, vegan, organic, no animal testing. I had to call them up. I'm like, it's been tested. He really likes it, you know? He used so much of the shampoo, this guy, you know? I don't know if you know this, but dogs, they got a lot of hair. If you don't believe me, think about this. They got bodies. They don't use body wash. It's all shampoo, you know? You'd be wasting your time making a body wash for dogs. They only service this section. You know how they got that shaved bit? Some of you don't know about dog anatomy, but
Anybody ordered a bottle of wine at a fancy restaurant before? Yes! It's so hard. There's like 80 steps I didn't know about. I went to a nice restaurant, and I'm uncomfortable, you know. So I grew up like a little rat trash in Iowa. Did you ever go to a nice restaurant and you're like, look at the way it rocks as a baby? So you're uncomfortable already? You know, when you walk in, you're like, ah! So at this nice restaurant with my friends, and we sat down. I was with my friends. I was nervous. You know, I was like, they don't know why it rocks as a baby. And I asked them, I was like, what are you doing, you know? What are you doing? And they're like, we're going to probably each get a glass of wine. I was like, oh, me too. I crunched the numbers. If we do a whole bottle, we're going to save $1. And they're like, yeah, go for it. And I was like, oh, it's a lot of pressure. I got to do, okay. And the server came over and he's like, hey, what are we thinking tonight? And I was like, I'm going to get a bottle of wine. And then I was like, oh, no. And it's not just for me. And he was like, yeah, that'd be crazy. If someone's like, I'm going to get a bottle of wine, are you guys drinking tonight? Is anyone else at the table drinking? Because I'm personally doing an entire bottle of wine. And I felt uncomfortable right away because I was like, I tried too hard. But the server, he's a great server, and he could tell that I felt weird and awkward. And he was like, no, it's totally, yeah, of course, for the table, of course. Which one were you thinking about? And I pointed out, I was thinking this one. And he was like, that's a great choice. I don't know if we have it even. I'm gonna have to go to the cellar and look. It's such a favorite around here. I don't know if we have it. I'll be back. And he left. And his like praise of my choice totally flipped my mood to where I was like, I guess I do belong here. Do you mean, have you ever thought you might be a savant at something? That's how I felt about my wine choice, you know? I was like, crushed it. Favorite here in the cellar, doesn't know if they have it? Whoa. What if I'm a Somalian already, you know? And I didn't even need to take the test. That joke's great if you get it. But if you get it, you're kind of a piece of shit. Somalian is a person from Africa, okay? Sommelier is an autistic alcoholic. There's a difference. Can a Somalian be a sommelier? If they work hard, yes. Guess what? They had the bottle. Can you believe that? They brought it back out. And here's the thing that I didn't know happened. If you order a bottle of wine at a restaurant, what they do is they'll show it to you. They'll show it to you before they do anything. Which isn't a thing I knew or should happen. It's never happened anywhere else in my life. I've never ordered spaghetti and then had them be like, is this spaghetti? So I didn't know what was happening, and I'm just like, he knows I ate rocks as a baby. And he's just like pushing it towards me a little bit, closer and closer. I'm just like moving my head. And then I finally was like, yeah, that's a bottle of wine. He's like, I know it's wine. I'm showing it to you to make sure this is the correct bottle of wine you ordered. And I was like, ugh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the name of the wine that I got. I know the price of the wine that I got. I'm kind of a price guy. You want to go get that big book back? I'll find it. It's on the first page, pretty close to the top. I think it's called house red. I don't know if you do the H or not. Maybe house red? I don't know how French it is. He's like, this is it. This is the wine you ordered. I know it. It's just a formality. And then he opened it. He didn't need any extra instruments. It screwed right off. And then he proceeded to pour me the smallest amount of wine I'd ever seen. Because here's another little wrinkle in the system. If you order a bottle of wine, the restaurant thinks you are then king of the table. And they pour only you a little bit of wine to taste. No one else. No one else. They're just like, does the king like the wine? Push it to your lips, Prince. And you and you, but do you? The man we perceive to be paying the bill tonight. Do you enjoy it? Tell Daddy Daddy did good. Did Daddy do good? Yeah, and I don't know what's happening at all. I'm just like, what are we doing? Wine tapas? Like, there's almost nothing in here. We doing shots of wine? If that's cool. Load my boys up if that's what we're doing. But I got like almost no wine. Like, I understand it doesn't even go to the brim. I don't need a meniscus, but like middle. Google image search glass of wine. That's what I'm looking for here. You gave me like it's Thanksgiving and all the moms are like, sure, let the kids try a little bit. Like, I got no wine. And he's like, you gotta stop yelling. This is Olive Garden. You can't behave like that in here. You're ruining a lot of homecomings right now. It's a lot of teens' magical evenings. And you're freaking out. I poured you a little bit to taste. I was like, why? And he's like, to make sure the wine didn't go bad, dude. Relax. And I was like, wine goes bad? What? How would I know? He's like, you would know. And I'm like, I doubt it. If I ordered red wine and they poured out clear fingernail polish remover, I'd blame me. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, I said an Italian word wrong and I drink this all night now. And I'd take the sip and be like, woo! I like how it makes my right eye stay closed. Yeah, you can't get it open. You can taste the Italy in that for sure. The boot, I've tasted the boot of that. Why don't we get another one? Throw that on ice. Yep, I'm in this one. This is what I want. I'm like, what happens if it's bad? He's like, you'd send it back. I'm like, I don't have that confidence. To send something, never. If I ordered fettuccine and there was a finger in it, I'd eat around it. You know what I mean? Like, I would. I'd be like, well, they're working hard back there. Don't want to get anyone in trouble on my accord. Oh, for sure, still a 20% tip, for sure.
My wife, thinking I'm funny, like that was a huge part of me ending up with her because I had so many issues trying to find a woman that I felt really appreciated my sense of humor. Because when you hear it growing up, women love a guy with a good sense of humor. Is that true, ladies? Like, is that attractive if a guy can make you laugh? Hear that, fellas? Do you hear that? That's what a lie sounds like. Okay, so just know it. I just helped you out right there. If you're looking for a tell, I just gave you one. They think they mean it. They don't. When I was in college, I used to get Maxim magazine, okay? And every time I get it, I'd flip to the middle, and they'd have some beautiful celebrity laying there, and they'd be like, Scarlett Johansson, what do you look for in a guy? And she'd be like, he could be fat and stupid and poor, as long as he makes me laugh. Just stop it, okay? Like, being funny never helped me get the first date, Like, anytime I ever tried to use my sense of humor to impress a girl, it backfired. January of 2005. I will never forget this day for as long as I live. I'm walking through a mall. Very attractive woman in front of Victoria's Secret stops me when I'm walking by. She's like, excuse me, sir. Hi. Are you shopping for a wife or a girlfriend today? And I was like, no, why? And she goes, we're having an after Christmas sale, and all our bras are 50% off. So I say, I like when your bras are 100% off, right? I mean, that quick, man, I was as proud as I've ever been in my life. Not because it's that funny, but the timing was impeccable, and she didn't get it. She didn't get it. She's like, 100%. Then they'd be free. Well, that's one way of putting it. You know what? You're right. At that point, they would, in fact, be free. Which is back-to-back jacks where I come from. But that just got her even more confused. She's like, okay, hang on a second. Stephanie? Steph? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna run this by my manager. Like, I just started last week. Maybe there's a deal they haven't told me about where you get one. She's coming. Okay, this is my manager, Stephanie. Hi. Steph, this gentleman said that he thinks our bras should be 100% off. Does that? And the other girl was like, did he say that? Sir. This is my new employee. Don't mess with her. Then we wouldn't make any money. And I was like, well, I think you're wrong there too. But listen, I digress. There's a moral to that story. It's very subtle. I don't know if you picked it up. But sometimes you got to do it for the story. Okay? If I was really trying to get a date out of that, maybe I would have played my cards a little better. But I said what I wanted to say, and at the very worst, I had an awesome story to tell you about it. And that's what I say to everybody. Do what makes a better story for you. All right? There'll be times in life where I'm like, I shouldn't do this. But I know 250 people in Sarasota that might want to hear about it if I do. And I do it for you. Okay? Yeah.
Remember the first couple months of the lockdown is just some real dark days. Yeah, I just thought I'd bring you back there. I remember the first couple of months of that lockdown. The whole world's caving in around me. All of us, we don't know what the hell's going on. You lost your job. You're locked in your house with your kids. just washing your mail and I tell you, man, I found myself doing all these childhood activities, you know, like doing puzzles and playing board games and crying. Maybe throw in some long showers. Sometimes I'd cry in the shower. Just multitasking. I'll tell you this about the pandemic, like, I would rather cry than do a puzzle. I'd rather eat a puzzle. 1,000 pieces, no problem. And then in the morning, I shit at a rustic farmhouse. Which is weird, because it was a puzzle of a kitty. Something ain't right down there. Something's off. So stupid. All right.
I just don't trust anyone who's never worked a job where they thought about killing themselves at least once. Like, at least once. Like, once. You're just like, this could all end, and I can end it right now. I'm not even clinically depressed right now, but what if? What if I just killed myself, you know? That thing where you're like, God damn it, I got 5 hours left in this shift. Or... swallow 25 aspirin, I don't know. Whatever it takes. When you're bar backing, all you're doing is washing glasses and putting them away. Just stack them, put them away. And there's 2 or 3 bartenders that are slammed, and you're not allowed to make drinks. And there's beers and ice in front of you, and taps and liquor bottles behind you, and people are just like, just get me a drink. Just pour some whiskey in a cup. It's right there. There's a beer right there. God damn it. You're like, I can't. Please stop yelling at me. I'm not allowed. I'll be fired. Please, sir. What are you, a stupid monkey? You're just like, God damn it. I remember looking down at a stirring fork and being like, all it would take is just 2 right there. Just right there, and just bleed out in front of this dickhead. Looking at him, sit on a stool and be like, you did this. Just break all his drinks in half with my face and slide down the bar. Clean this up. Just die right there, staring at him, still dying. All behind the bar. You're cleaning this up, sir. You are. I don't know what you said. It crosses the mind, you know? Absolutely. But I think those jobs hone you and make you into the person you're supposed to be. If you've never worked a crap job, you know, that's bad, because you're not your truest self, you know? I think it's like MMA or something, right? It kind of makes you, you know, tough in your own way and find the real you. Like, I was always a funny person growing up, you know, I was always class clown and stuff, but I would get accidentally hilarious when I was a bartender. When I was slammed, and stuff would just come out of me, you know, that would kill. And I'd be like, I was just being serious. What, that was funny? Like, I remember being so busy, in the weeds, as we call it in the industry, the folks here know, I lost my sight. Like, I don't know if it was sweat in my eyes, I don't know if I was dehydrated, but my eyesight went blurry, and all I saw were colors and shapes. That's it. And I'm just pushing drinks out and hoping I'm making the right change and feeling credit cards like Braille to see who it is. You know, it was awful. And then some dick somewhere in front of me goes, am I invisible? And I said sincerely, who said that? And the whole bar cracked up. And I'm like, yeah, throw him out. And they did. The guy's like, hey! Threw him out the door. I am Caligula.
The only way I found out that we were not as wealthy as I thought was the first time I went over to a slightly richer family's house for Thanksgiving, and we all sat on the same kind of chair. I was blown away. I was like, you've got 11 of this one chair type? Are you secretly a duke of some sort? Like every holiday meal at my house would be like, Ivan, go get the computer chair for Grandma. I'm dragging it down the hall. I wanted the computer chair. My mom's yelling out of the kitchen, no chance. You are sharing the piano bench with your brother. And you know it. We didn't have a piano, by the way. It's just the bench. My uncle's at the end of the table sitting on a yoga ball. Got a hole in it nobody can find, so he's slowly sinking for the entire meal. And I was like, I don't think we're as rich as I thought. So this was a problem, of course, when it came to buying a diamond ring. I didn't know anything about it. I knew I had to go to a jewelry store. I knew that I was going to interact with a commissioned salesperson at that store, which I was nervous about because I'm uncomfortable around commissioned salespeople. I'm very easily bamboozled by their tricks. I'm sure you can all tell this from my general vibe. Anybody watching this that works in sales, as soon as I walked up here, thought to themselves, this guy buys extended warranties. I know what I look like. I don't exactly know the kind of energy I give off on a first impression. I do know that it means if I go to any type of ethnic restaurant, it is a 100% guarantee that I will be cautioned about spice. It's not easy getting a medium with this face. Yeah, I'll have a medium. No, you won't. Not here, you won't. You had our medium? I doubt it. Guy looked like you got a medium yesterday. We had to call an ambulance. So you can have a mild and a milk. There's a lot of things I wish I knew going into this jewelry store. Number one thing I wish I knew about buying an engagement ring is you don't get to take the ring home from the store that day. Whoops, wish I knew that. They gotta make it the right size. So I just drove to the mall, maxed out my credit card, and then drove home with nothing. Like, gee, I sure hope they call. But they did call. I got lucky, I guess. I go back to pick up the ring. This is where it gets weird again. I show up, I was like, hi, my name's Ivan. You said my ring was ready? And the guy goes, oh yeah, okay. Then he goes in the back, he comes out. He's got the ring in a tiny Ziploc bag, like it was evidence in a murder. And he tried to hand it to me like that. I didn't even accept it. And he goes, oh, do you need a box? Yeah. Who's proposing without the box? That's the whole thing. How smooth of a guy do you think I am that I'm gonna kneel down and just dangle that out there like, babe! You wanna stay together till we're dead? They wrote my name on here in pen. Could be your name.
So we were at a restaurant. We were at a vegetarian restaurant. Lot of people. I didn't know all of them. And I did. We're there with a group, and I made the mistake of casually mentioning I was not vegetarian. And this one dude, most people are cool. One dude, what? You'll eat a steak? Yeah. Oh, but you don't want to watch them murder the cow. Nailed it. I love my brother. I don't want to watch my parents. You don't have to drag everything back to the point where it's awful. Everything is awful eventually. So I know a couple from back home, back east. The husband did not get vaccinated. The wife did get vaccinated. The husband got COVID. The wife did not get COVID. Do you know why? Because the husband was standing in front of the wife when the wind blew the COVID at them. You can be wrong. It's okay. When did that become illegal? You can make a mistake. You don't lose time off of your life. I was at a yard sale, not to brag. Yeah, I'm a big shot. I go to yard sales. No, we're at a yard sale. And there was this stack of old People magazines. People magazines that were old. Not Old People magazine. Not like Matlock Watcher. Denture Enthusiast. And my favorite, Extremely Legal. And there was a People magazine from 1986, and the cover story was, "The Most Respected Man in America, Reader's Poll." You know who it was? Bill Cosby. Reagan came in second. True. We made a mistake. We didn't know. He was the most respected man in America. And then he went to prison. And then they let him out. I think they were afraid he was going to commit suifrazofrisms. I went to high school in the 1980s. Every guy in my graduating class had a mullet. Seemed like a good idea at the time. You look in my yearbook now, it looks like I went to high school with a lesbian separatist militia. One day we'll be like that about vaping. Seemed like a good idea. The great taste of steam. And the ultimate example of we didn't know. Michael Jackson. We didn't know. And he didn't give us any signs. Who would have thought that a glow-in-the-dark skeleton who dressed like Napoleon and lived by himself in an abandoned amusement park with other people's children and a feral chimp would have such a creepy dark side? So I was in the airport the other day, and I see this really sweet sight. I see a woman, she's walking with her little boy, and the little boy is walking with his little dog. And it was just like, boop, boop, boop. It was so sweet. And the only thing that was interesting about it to me was that the woman was covered in tattoos, just completely sleeved on both arms, huge plate across her back. And I understand that's normal now. That's culture. I'm just glad it wasn't culture when I was that little boy. Just thinking about the tats my mom would have gotten. Pack of merits in an astrology magazine. Big Gothic font across her chest. Can I have 5 goddamn minutes to myself, please? And don't think I'm not going to tell your father what you did when he gets home from work. Although God knows when that's going to be. Because it's Thursday night and he got his paycheck. So he's down at the bar with his friends, buying everybody rounds like we got all the money in the world. And then he's going to come home and to me that we're broke, like I haven't seen a $20 bill since Johnson was the president. I'm sorry, Mrs. Gould, we're all out of back. Well, find somebody else. I'm still angry.
So this happened to me. I was driving by my middle school, and this was a memory from 6th grade where my 6th grade teacher, she was our Spanish teacher, and she would like make the white kids change their first names to Hispanic names. What was that? Does it help you learn? It's like, okay, so I'm a Jose now? I don't understand. I'm going through puberty. I have enough of an identity crisis as it is. But my best friend Jeff, he didn't play ball. On his name tag, he wrote Mr. Goodbar. Like the candy bar. And here's the memory. My teacher sees it, and she lost her mind, and she goes, "You can't call yourself Mr. Goodbar!" And he goes, "Why not?" And she goes, "Because Mr. Goodbar is a porn star!" And I'm like, there's no way I'm remembering that correctly. So I looked it up. And it turns out Mr. Goodbar was a very famous porn star in the 80s. But we didn't know that, because we were 11 years old. Senorita Pregunta. If I may, one pregunta. Como se dice too horny to teach? How do you say that?
It was so much easier to make friends when you're a kid, right? I remember when I was 6, Craig moved in next door. He was 6. We were both just like, oh, age and proximity. That's all we need. Best friends for life. Some guy my age moves in next door to me now. I'm like, if this guy talks to me, I will be furious. It's so easy to hang out when you're a kid. You just invite him over to play. You don't even have to be specific. He always comes over, we always have a great time, and we're always mad to be called for dinner. Do you remember liking life that much? That you're annoyed about dinner? Always asking to be excused. Please, can I go back to my life? How much eating do we have to do in this house? Kids hate meals and bedtime. That's all I have now. Right? I call those the big two. And if I ever do hang out with another male friend now, it's never playful anymore. It's always like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You want to get together and eat? We could like talk and eat. Best case scenario, there's a big game on TV. We don't even have to speak. We can just watch other men playing. They're playing well. I love that. Don't you love it when our favorite men play well? They always play better when they play together, huh? That play was unbelievable. Let's touch hands. That was so nice. Maybe after this we could play. Yeah, no, you're right. We ate a lot. Sleep would be incredible. You're always right. You're my best friend. I'll see you again in 2 years. Sometimes I don't think we give kids enough credit for how traumatic grade school is. Remember 6th grade, phys ed, run a 7-minute mile in street clothes? And then just straight to math. Shouldn't have worn hiking boots today. Smells like a locker room in here. You kids ready to learn about parabolas? My heart rate is parabolic. Recess is right after lunch because that's how digestion works. Yeah. Yeah, now that you've had spaghetti with milk. Seems like a good time to go run around in a parking lot. They all puked again. Good thing we have our one janitor. I think if I'd live one day on a grade school schedule, it would be the worst day of my adult life. Starting the day at 6 a.m., standing on a street corner in the rain, waiting on a bus with no seatbelts or schedule. Jostles you to homeroom. That's your coffee, is the jostle. Homeroom, you're not allowed to speak. No phones, no music, no gum. Do I have any human rights? No speaking. Now pledge your loyalty to your country. Go on, pledge how much you love America. I'm 7. And admit that there's a God. Admit that there's one God. Go ahead. My parents are agnostic. Well, I won't tell them. Go ahead. Admit that there's one God, and you can say it quiet. All right, you're free to go to first period U.S. history as taught by the JV football coach. Enjoy his unique perspective. A lot of hot takes on the Constitution. A lot of gun stuff in the pop quiz. Old Coach Hines. Coach Hines, he would time you for getting water. Kids stand in line and he would go 1, 2, 3, time. That's all the water you get as a child. Is a fast 3 seconds. I think kids are going through school dehydrated. If he liked you, he'd go 1, 2, 3, and time. That's if he liked you. Yeah. I wish I had spent more time learning. I wish I had learned more in science class, because now I really like the science headlines. I saw that James Webb Telescope came out, and like Hubble Telescope is old news now, you know? Hubble Telescope's a piece of crap compared to James Webb. And as soon as they came out with the first images, there was a headline that said, "Universe, bigger than previously thought." And I feel like we could have seen that coming. I'll be more impressed when there's a new telescope and they're like, "We overshot it." It's pretty reasonably sized. We feel bad about our last estimates. I like the science studies because I feel like half of scientists are trying to save the world with climate change, cure cancer, and the other half of scientists are like, "I wonder if orangutans can play pickleball." No, they can't. How about bonobos? No. They're kind of playing soccer, though. Let's publish it. But it always made me wonder about primatologists, monkey scientists, like smartest in your class, high school, smartest in college, best in your PhD program, and then the rest of your career, you're like, "Bongo, no biting." "Don't you dare pull the fire alarm, Bubbles. No Bubbles. No Bubbles." I love you too. love you too, Bubbles. Apparently they struggled to figure out why depression evolved in humans because it just didn't make sense to them. And then they figured it out. A study shows that sad people are better at predicting future outcomes. So if you feel bad, you're correct. You sure are. But don't let that make you feel good, because happy people delusional about the future. So if you're happy and that makes you feel bad, good, you just got a little smarter. I guarantee it was a depressed person that was the first person to figure out to play dead for a bear. All his optimistic friends are climbing trees. We can make it. He's like, I'm just gonna let him take me. It's fine. It's fine, guys. I'll take this one for the team. Go ahead, bear. Just sniffs at him and goes and kills all his friends. And depression passes on to the next generation. Like, how'd you think to play dead for a bear? I was just being myself. You know?